In this introductory video, we'll be covering these topics that you can see on the board. The first one is data. So what is data? Data is collection of values. That is what you mean by data. An example of data would be, let's say, heights of students, right? Heights of students represents an example of data. Now what about data type? Data type refers to the kind or type of data. It refers to the type of data to be stored. Refers to the type of data to be stored. So let's talk about the heights of students. If you're talking about heights of students, you're mainly planning to store real numbers, right? Because heights can be anything like 78.4 centimeter, or let's say 126 centimeter, and so on. So these are my real values. So when I talk about the data type of height, it would refer to any real number. Now data type, remember, is mainly of two types. Now if I speak from a programming language perspective, then I need to understand that data type is of two types. One is built-in and the other is user-defined. So what do you mean by built-in data type? Built-in data type refers to all those data types that are predefined in any programming language. Now in this set of video lectures, I'll be mainly implementing the data structure algorithms through C programming. So if you talk about the C programming language, the built-in data types that are provided, in C, the built-in data types in C programming are integer represented by the keyword int, float, or let's say floating point represented either through float or double keyword. What else do you have? You have character type represented through the keyword char, and finally you have the void type, which refers to empty values. Now these are the built-in data types offered in C programming. Now, the problem is, what if an application requires a data type, or what if an application requires data to be stored and that data cannot be represented using any of the built-in data types in C programming? Then what you would do is you would go for your own data type, and a programmer's own data type is referred to as ADT, or abstract data type. ADT stands for abstract data type or user-defined data type. So see, when an application requires a special kind of data which is not available as a built-in data type, then the programmer has to come up with his own kind of data or with his own kind of data type. Now, such data types which are defined by the programmer himself is known as abstract data type. And abstract data types are very useful when it comes to implementing the well-known data structures. We'll see in the upcoming videos how an abstract data type will be used in almost all scenarios. And what is a data structure? Before I wrap up, how would you define a data structure? A data structure is defined as a storage mechanism for data which will also enable us to access and manipulate the data efficiently. So your data structure will define, or the kind of data structure you choose will be dependent on the kind of data you're trying to store. Let's say you're trying to store linear data, then you would go for a linear data structure like array or a linked list. If you're trying to store hierarchical data where there is a level ordering among the data, then you would go for a hierarchical data structure like tree or graph. So depending on your application, you would choose a data structure, but all data structures have a few things in common. Some of those common properties are the way you would manipulate and the way you would access your data would greatly depend on the kind of data structure you have employed. Okay, so you can leave your doubts in the comment section below. I'll surely get back to you. I hope this helps. Thank you.